I've got 30 minutes of just amazing core and whole body workout. Welcome. Let's warm up, do just a few minutes of cardio to get the muscles going, the joints going. So up on your toes you go. I have one interval pass in this one. And remember, if you're not into jumping, you can always adjust, make it slower, make squats when I do a jump squat. So anything is really possible if you want to do that. And take the shoulders around for a big circle, slowly getting into pace of things here today. All right, twisting. Get the core involved, navel into the spine, somewhat, not completely, but a little bit. And I hope you have remembered to rest. Workout, strength training, as we do here, functional strength training, we can call it, is super great. Amazing for your whole body, your bones, everything. But you need to rest. Also, in between the days, you don't work out. All right, let's do this. Heels up towards the buttocks, and then move your arms up and back. Yes. If you don't jump, you might be walking here instead. You continue doing this. If you want an alternative, you can always do this. 3, 2, and 1. Splitting your legs a little bit, going for a squat. Sit your hips back and lift up. Wider, more narrow distance in between your feet, you choose. As long as the kneecap and the toes stand the same direction, and when you sit your buttocks back, that's perfect. Just 2 more. Excellent. Bring the left arm up over your head. I'm mirroring you, so we go in the same direction. Go to the side, small pulsations. Don't go all the way out. Just feel how the core needs to turn on. The side here is elongated, side body. 3, 2, 1. Whoop, opposite side. Three, 2, and 1. Now either step touch or you can do jumping jacks. This one. Yep. Make sure your hands meet, or fingers meet on top of the head, and maybe even reach down on your thighs. I didn't even mention that it's a really great idea to bring some weight with you. I hope you know that. So I've got my bar today, I've got my mats. I'm going to use that as well as my body weight. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so lunging. You can take your right leg back, huge step back, pelvis here turning front. The front sit down, in a sense, lower down, going down for 1, 2, and up, up, down. Trying to see if you can really push the heel down. Maybe so much that the front toes can actually lift. Not that we're going to do it, but just that you can feel that it's possible. Last one. Switching with hip width distance, as you can see here in between my feet in the long direction of my legs. Trying to reach my spine up towards the sky, and maybe even bring the shoulder girdle slightly back. Last 2. Beautiful. All right, make those wrists spin, and then we're going to start with squats, and you're going to go heavy. If you don't have a bar like I have, maybe just bring hand weight here in front of your chest and go for a lift like that. So we're not gonna do a lot of repetitions today. So if you wanna go heavier, now I've got an extra yellow on my bar today. So if you want that, please do so. So a little bit less repetitions because I want you to go heavy. You got it. Down and up. So not too fast when we've got heavy weights. So repeating what we did in the warm-up, I hope. Make sure the heels are down on the floor. And breathe. Now, if you feel like your heels can't get down, it's like you want to lift them. There's two things you can think about. One thing is your hip, your buttocks enough back. If it's too far ahead, you cannot get the heels down. Another thing would be the Achilles tendon. A long tendon muscle attached here at the back, that might be tight, so you can't go as low. But then don't sit as low. Keep the heels down, don't go as far down as I do. Just gonna do 5 more here. And follow my beat, my rhythm, not faster. Last one. We're gonna do deadlift. So again, heavy. Gonna go and kind of lean forward from the hip. So bring your weight here in front of you. Actually, I'm gonna switch it. I'm gonna take the grip underneath, as you can see here. My pinky finger is in towards my thigh. Take the shoulder girdle back. And then we're gonna lean forward. Maybe engage the core, not maybe, but engage the core. And maybe just lean to your knees and rise up. I want to try to stretch my legs as much as I can. If you're good here, go a little deeper without dropping the shoulders forward. So we're gonna do 4 exercises here. This is core and hamstrings. We are definitely gonna do the core work, but first just the whole body, and then we're gonna get kick ass with the core at the end, because I want the core to be awake and fresh, so to say, in the beginning, so it can support every movement we do here. Last 4, 3, keep the shoulders tucked back. I just got my last one here. Then you can put the bar down to the side, wherever there's space, shake it out. You're gonna do push-ups, tricep push-up, because that is beautiful core work as well. You can come down on your knees. Triceps means hands shoulder width apart somewhat, okay, not far. And I'm gonna bring the elbows back as we dip down. Okay, I'm gonna do small ones here to begin with. Keep the core in. So the tricep push-ups doesn't need to be deep. If you wanna do it more, come up on your toes, maybe go deeper. I'm not gonna do a gazillion here. I'd rather have you do the right alignment with elbows by your ribs than trying to do something that you can't yet. Let's just do 4 more. Small ones or deep ones. Get the knuckles down. Excellent. All right. Then just 1 core. I don't need the mat. Maybe you need a mat. If you're just on some hard something, take a mat. We're gonna do a lift. So a classic crunch here at the top. Get the navel in, squeeze it tight. Feel that your lower bottom, the lumbar spine there is really down. And then you're gonna bicycle. It can be very small up towards the ceiling or more out and away from your midline. So I'm really cinching in here around my waist, especially at the bottom. All 3 layers of abdomen muscles here are involved. Make sure you breathe. Whew. 3, 2, and 1. Yep. Get yourself up. Take a sip of water if that's where you are. I like to say that water is free energy, right? 0 calories. So it doesn't give you energy, you just don't feel like it. Get a wider stance in your squat unless you have any pelvic floor issues or anything that tells you don't do this. All right, sit down. And this time I have my feet further out, my knees therefore follow that direction out to the side. Engaging my glutes minimus, the side here more, squeezing up. And let's slow it down. All right, I'm counting, so stay with me. Go down for 4, 3, 2, 1, up, 4, 3, 2, 1, down, 4, 3, 2, 1, up, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. Get the hip back and up. Come on, use the glutes, use the pelvic floor, especially on the way up. Going up. Last 6 reps, down slow and up fast. 3, 2, 1. Lift. 3, 2, 1. Come on, go down with me here. Last 2. Shake it out. Deadlift with a bar or hand weights. This is not really good for your back. Maybe just bend your knees a little bit more. All right, shoulders back, navel in quite a lot. Lean forward and lift up. Maybe picture yourself having an elastic band at the back of your legs, all right? When you lean forward, you're really stretching the elastic band. When you lift up, you tighten it. So it's actually, when you lift up, the magic happens in the back of your legs, okay? Make sure you look down, don't look at the screen, unless it's on the floor, maybe. Look down, neck, spine alignment. So for more, I've got my hands, forgot to share that, on top so my thumbs are pointing in. Doesn't really matter that much. Last 2. Put the weight down. So I think I'm gonna do core and then the arm because my arms need a little bit of a pause now. To restore, get the blood in, get all the, what do you say, the dirt and the muscles out. So again, I'm gonna lift my head. You can definitely do this in one just with your head down, but lift up, navel in, and then bicycle again. This time, you can bicycle a little bit out to the side, middle, to the other side. You've got this. Listen to your body. If you need to adjust, do so. Just switch sides. Now my hips are saying like noises, but it never hurts and I never got any hip issues. So if you recognize the hips making noises, don't be afraid, but be aware. 3, 2, 1. All right. So here we go, engaging the core even more. We're gonna do a tricep push-up on knees or toes, and then a plank where you push the knee up towards the elbow. So I'm gonna show you, so the push-up and then this one. If you're on your knees, exactly the same. Here we go, push-up, knees or toes, elbows by the ribs, hands shoulder width distance. One push-up, knee to opposite. No, not to opposite, same elbow. Push up. Keep it going as best as you can. I feel this push-up is not as hard for me as it is. I can see some people struggling with it, but this is because I do yoga. So my arms, my triceps are somewhat used to this. 3 more. It doesn't mean though that it's hard in the long run here. Last one. Oh boy. Okay. Interval. 3 exercises. And it's 45 seconds, and you see the timer there in the corner. So I'm gonna show you the first one. It's gonna be 2 jump squats. So sit down, jump, just do squats if you don't jump. Then you're gonna take the leg for a circle. 2 jump squats, other leg for a circle. You see I bent my knee? Better for the hip. If you can't do the circle, kick forward. Ready? Steady. Just gonna turn this up so I can hear it. I'm gonna mute myself. 3, 2, 1. All right. I hope you're completely, utterly out of breath. I am, as you can hear. Okay, beautiful. We did a lot of core there. All those planks, jumping forth and back, and push-ups, and great stuff for the core. Yep. We just have 6 minutes or so for more core exercise. Now I'm just talking because I need to calm my breath. You can just pause the video. I can't really. All right. Maybe you get a little bit of weight with you actually. I bring this one. But first, it's called, what is that called? Sea fish, I think, maybe. You bring your arms out, you bring your legs out, like that. Again, 3 exercises, going to repeat twice. Sitting up, crossing, right hand, left foot, all the way down, rolling up, opposite. And keep the distance in between the feet. So there's something to kind of reach for as you move to the side. Come not too fast. Let's do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one. Okay, now I'm gonna go for a super old school great one. These were the obliques, the crossing muscles. Bring a weight, hopefully something somewhat heavy, and then you're gonna bring your leg maybe down, maybe bend your knees, or maybe slightly out to the side as you bring your hands down. Okay? Keep the lower spine firmly on the mat, so you're kind of tucking in again. The navel. The weight here is of course getting our shoulders to turn on, but it's also challenging the top of the 6-pack. And again, don't go all in if you feel like you can't control your core muscles. Please don't. Better to have control, do it slower, more mindful, and really finding those muscles. As I've shared a couple of times, I think I've got a C-section, so my abs all the way in have been cut apart, right? So I need the nerves has to find their way back. And even though it's 10 years ago, I'm just thinking about this also today. Last on each foot. Yep. Okay. I hope you're kind of sweaty by now. Coming up, the core also involves the back. Of course it does. So, going down here on your abs, yeah, sure. Your abs, your belly. Whew. Let's just start with lifting up the chest. Bring the arms out, thumbs pointing up. Bring the hands forward and down. You can bend your elbows if it's too much. And again, slow it down if you're super fast. Let's do 4 more. Really lift high. Push the pelvis down, the hips maybe down a little bit more. Make mindful of your neck. Okay, time's flying. So, promise you 3 exercises. Let's see if we can get them in. The first one was the starfish, I think it's called. What did I say for? I don't know. But this time, if you were good with this one, you're gonna come up halfway down, all the way up, and then down. Okay, up, halfway, up and down. If this is not something you can do, maybe just bicycle, okay? This would be your option. Sometimes I have light weights in my hands as I do this one. Remember, navel and as I go halfway down, I kind of untwist and then twist again. 4 more, 2 to each side. That's it for that one. I hope you felt it. Now, the core also involves the sides. Maybe you feel that you've got the things going on here, extra fat. You can kind of grab onto it, just skin, because of pregnancy and all that. Something in between, maybe. Get the shoulder or the elbow down underneath the shoulder. You're gonna stay with the knee down and then lift or lower down the hip, lift it up. Make sure the hips are stacked. Now, if you want a little bit more, you can keep the top leg lifted. I would say that puts more weight. This is both a core and a glutes work. Let's go for 4, lifting up, all the way down. 3, 2, 1. Now you might think, was that core? I feel it more in my shoulder, my glutes. It's all good. It's all good. You're working on that part that might need the most work, okay? Whew. All right, lower the hip. Push through that arm, that elbow that's down. We don't want to sag into the joint. Now those muscles on the side of the hip that we're working out here, as well as the core. Lift the top leg if you want. Those are really important for stabilizing the hip, and they can be really weak. If you worked out with me, they are not weak, I promise you. You might feel this, but they are not weak. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last ab, that traditional ab. I know some of you think, well, I have to do this. So lift up, 6-pack involved here at the top, the bottom 6-pack, but also the obliques, the crossing muscles, and the transverse abdominis, the inner layer. So twisting, keeping your legs above your hip, or for the harder version, a little bit away. Keep twisting. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, I hope you're feeling just absolutely tired and amazing. A little bit shorter workout, make sure if you like it. The next couple of, or month, or 1.5 months, I might just put out a video once every second week, because I have to do a power yoga teacher training. So I need time and body energy to do that. So enjoy the videos that are there. Repeat those that you really loved. You would know which ones they are if you actually subscribed and thumbs up and liked them, so you would find them again. All right, beautiful people, hug yourself. Be grateful, happy that you joined me today. Blessings on your path.